We rolling.
God. Hey, shalom, shalom. First, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, Elder Bishop the Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you, fellow brothers, pushing this word in truth and sincerity. It's a couple of brothers from the San Francisco Bay Area. Cam, I'm the brother Hanak, and I got the brother.
I'm the brother Chasaba.
Yeah, and the Spirit allow us to get back together and do another lesson on this Wednesday evening. We don't have a lot of time, but we're just going to go right into it. Basically, speaking to this new escalation in World War III, Ukraine basically shot missiles killing civilians. I believe at least 3 children and injuring over 150. Some reports say 5. You know, the report is still kind of fresh. But they shot in a Russian-controlled city, killing civilians at a beach. So just think you at a beach with your children, and a missile from Russia comes in, and you on the beach eating sandwiches, you playing in the water, your daughter, your son, and a missile hits them and kills them and wounds over 150 people. What would your response be to the U.S. government? Would you want retaliation? Absolutely. So Russia is vowing to retaliate, and this is nothing. And the missiles were attack of missiles, which are U.S. missiles that they gave to Ukraine. And a couple of weeks back, they said, "Hey, Ukraine, you can attack with these missiles offensively in Russian territory," and that's exactly what happened. And the guidance system also is U.S. And the personnel that actually program the guiding system and do all the coordinates for the GPS, those are all U.S. personnel. So this was really a U.S. attack. Okay, and this plays right into, can you get Ezekiel 38?
Okay.
Get Ezekiel 38, you can start at the top. Okay, and then we'll probably touch on, let's get Isaiah the 13th chapter 2.
Yep, got that.
Okay, cool. We'll go through that. We won't be able to get through everything, but we're just going to kind of hit some scriptures. Because even though we know World War III is going to come, right, we also have to understand that the MOTB is going to take preeminence over World War III.
That's right.
Nevertheless, nations are gathering to the battle. The Most High is gathering these nations to the battle, and these especially these primary nations, okay, Russia, United States, Iran, the state of Israel, they're all locking arms. Okay, go ahead.
Yep, this is Ezekiel 38:1. And the word of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Magog, or set thy face against Gog, Salaki.
Yep.
The land,
which is that the land Gog. Go ahead, read it again.
Yep. It's Ezekiel 38:2. Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog.
Yeah, Gog from Gog. My God. Ma meaning from. So Gog, which that is a Japhetic nation, yet the Japhites, they got pushed out. Who's in that land now are the modern Russians. Mm-hmm. Okay? And I was thinking about this, I was meditating on this the other day. The Most High is against you Russians.
Yep.
Okay, because the Russians, their stance is let's get together with everybody. You got the BRICS nations. They laid out a treaty of peace. They actually, the Russians want peace. Okay? Because they've experienced nothing. Their history is filled with nothing but war. So they want peace. But the Most High don't want to bring the Russians peace. He's against you, Russian. Which you're Edomites. The Most High is against you, Edomites. Okay, mm-hmm. Go ahead. Oh, and Russia is an emerging economy. It's a superpower. Okay, it's becoming on a level. And if we read Malachi, the first chapter, I believe we went through that last week when we did a lesson. Mm-hmm. You're going to build, and the Most High is going to destroy. So the Lord is going to destroy Russia.
Yep.
Okay. But his main anger, his hatred is towards you Edomites here in the West. They call it the collective West. Okay, go ahead.
That's right. It says the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal.
Which the word Russia actually means chief prince in the Hebrew. Now, when you look at the Russian language, that's pretty much broken up Hebrew.
Yeah.
When you look at the way that they spell the words, the Russian, that's ancient Hebrew. Which you got a lot of our people that are mingled within that. Those are the Scythians. So Jake really actually started Russia. Our people, like St. Petersburg, right, which was the capital of Russia, that was started. That's a Jake when you go into the Russian icons, and Putin brought that out some months back, the images of the Lord. Okay, so you have Ra'ash, which means like first chief, right? Ra'ash Shar. Shar means prince. So read that again. Ra'ash Shar, Russia.
Yep.
The Apostle Elder Tahar brought that out. But when you look into the Russian language, that's Hebrew. Okay, go ahead.
It says the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal.
Right, Ra'ash Shar, giving you even more clue, a deeper clue who those Russians are. Okay, who Gog is. Go ahead.
Yep. I'll read that from the top again. It says, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him.
Yeah, we're prophesying against you Russians, because ultimately Russia's going to shoot missiles on America, but Yahushua is going to take down all you nations.
That's right.
Okay, go ahead.
And say, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief.
See?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The chief prince of Meshech and Tubal.
Yeah, the Most High is against Russia. Ra'ashar, the chief prince. Okay, and this is why you're not going to have any peace. Because you're in a situation where the U.S. basically attacked you through Ukraine, which is everybody knows the United States is moving all the pieces. Okay, through proxy. Everybody, you're in a bind because you have to do something. Just like when the state of Israel attacked Iran in Damascus, when they hit a strike and killed some top military officials. Okay, Iran, they had to strike. They had to do something.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the same thing. Okay, it's the same thing with Russia. Russia has to do something. Okay, now Russia is funding America's enemies, like North Korea. So Russia is taking more of an aggressive stance towards America and say, man, look, man, y'all tripping. We gonna start retaliating. And the sentiment amongst the people is to retaliate. All right, and America keeps poking the bear, and even U.S. citizens like, man, what the hell is going on? Why are you doing this? Okay, which the wicked elite on top, they're trying to control and orchestrate we could say a controlled World War III outcome, just like they did World War I, World War II, which are all bankers' wars. See, what's going on is a bankers' war, but in all actuality, this is the war of Armageddon, Armageddon. Okay, this is the war of Yahweh Ba'ashem Al-Shai, and this is what we're here to tell you. You're not gonna get out of this. Okay, you're gonna lock arms. Okay, things are gonna get kinetic. Okay, go ahead.
Yep. It says, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor.
Yeah, the Most High is going to pull you into this war. He's going to put a hook in your jaw, because Russia does not want to go to war. They don't want. They just coming in and out of wars. They want peace. Things are starting to look up for them. Mm-hmm. Prosperity. Okay, because they understand assured mutual assured destruction. The MAD doctrine, mutual assured destruction, meaning Russia knows that if nuclear missiles fly off, that's it for their country. That's it for everybody. But they believe, like Putin said, if they go into a war, they're not going to start it, but they're going to end it, and they're going to die and be martyrs in heaven. That's how they feel. Okay, so it's like it's almost like a religious thing with them as well.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai have put a mighty spirit upon those Russians, man, to come against America. You know, you have to. They would have to think like that in order to come up against America, because you know America it is powerful. You know, but the way the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai had it, hey, he got Russia, man, some crazy Edomites, man, that's willing to, you know, they willing to die for their cause.
And basically what's happening is the American hegemony is collapsing. Like it's collapsing within. The streets of America are riddled with needles and homeless. Okay, inflation is crazy. You know, you got mass shootings every other day, really every day. Gang culture, STDs everywhere. You got our people just running mad, rampant. Okay, the dollar is collapsing, and what's going on. Russia is pretty much breaking away from the dollar. They pretty much broken away from the dollar. They have their own system with the BRICS nations. You have so many nations that are starting to come into this BRICS system, which is contrary to the system that America set up that had dominance over the whole earth. Russia has broken away from that. Now, what happened to Libya when Libya tried to do that? America went to war with their ass. Okay. What was the other nation? Was it Iraq? The same thing with Iraq. Okay, America fabricated a war to go in there and tear up Iraq. Okay, and you had they tried to do the same thing with Syria. But what happened with Syria, which America destabilized Syria, some parts of it, but Russia came in there as a guard to al-Assad, Bashar al-Assad. Okay, go ahead.
Yep, it says even a great company with bucklers and shields.
Right, because all these other nations are starting to come together with Russia.
That's right.
These African nations as well. The U.S., the French, basically those European nations, the collective West, are being kicked out of Africa. And what are they doing? They're coming in and doing a deal with Russia. And Russia is doing a cool deal with them. They're supplying with arms. They're supplying with security. And you know, it's a somewhat of an even trade. Okay, their access to their different raw minerals, and they get a piece of the pie. Essentially, America comes in, they just take everything. Nah, you can't have nothing. They destabilize your country. They don't build they destroy the infrastructure. They make sure that it can never grow. Okay, so these other nations are looking at Russia like, hey, Russia is cool. See, but the Most High is against Russia, as well as the Most High is really against America and you Edomites in general. Okay, go ahead.
It says all of them handling swords.
Yeah, which are killing instruments, which are those missiles. Just like Russia shared missile technology, hypersonic technology with North Korea. So North Korea is going to be drawn into this, and they made a pact. All right, that if any of them get into a conflict, they will come to each other's rescue. Okay, just like the whole thing with NATO. If you attack one NATO, Article 7 or something like that, Article 5, Article 7. If you attack one NATO nation, you attack all NATO. Okay. So Russia's doing deals like that, all right, with the North Koreans, which have nuclear capability. So you can see, if you're a spiritual man, you can see pretty much the writing is on the wall. You can see the prophecies actually manifesting themselves as we speak with the direct nations that the Most High said, okay, would come and fight against each other. Okay, go ahead.
It says Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Gomer.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, so Russia's going to be, and Russia does have bases in these different African and Arab countries. And what are they doing? They're supplying them with nuclear technology. Okay, go ahead.
Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togomar,
Togomar.
Togomar of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee.
Right, and so all these nations are going to come together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and those people really, when you go on to Joel, it's speaking about those missiles, because there are going to be some ground wars, and what's going on? Oh, you just have more news on the state of Israel. Okay, the state of Israel, their Supreme Court passing law to make the ultra-Orthodox Jewish community be drafted, the men be drafted. Okay, because they had immunity. Okay, they weren't, subject to draft. Now they are. So all these nations are preparing for war, and the same thing is happening here in America. The House just passed the bill that you are automatically entered into the draft from ages 18 to 26. Okay, so you can see the buildup. It's building up. Yet the people here in America, their hands are so far stuck up their ass, it's ridiculous. And they're addicted to pornographic videos. They're addicted to Uber Eats. They're addicted to these chemical foods. They're addicted to entertainment. Okay, and they're just a moralless nation. Okay, the women are nothing but whores. The men are sodomites. The old are reprobates, and the young are reprobates. Everybody's a goddamn reprobate. Okay, go ahead.
Yep. It says, "Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee."
So they're preparing, just like in Joel, prepare war. Wake up the mighty man. Let the weak say, "I am strong." Remember the Soviet Union collapsed. That was like a weak nation, right? North Korea, a weak nation. China, a weak nation, right? And all these countries, they all have one thing in common. America basically propped them up. America funded them. Goes into Obadiah, the men of thy confederacy. Those that eat thy bread, because you have deals with these nations where you gave them tons of aid. These African nations, you would give them tons of aid if they they allow you to come in and take over their resources, and whether it's gold, lithium, whatever it may be. You give them hundreds of each nation is different, but now they're turning away from you, and they have another super military power, which are Edomites, which goes right into their blessing. Okay, that's protecting them, and they're saying, "To hell with you, okay, you American Edomites, go ahead."
"And be thou a guard unto them."
There you go. Be thou a guard unto them. So this is why America just can't go into. All right, give me 1 second. This is why America just can't run up into places like that anymore. Why? Because you have another superpower with capabilities to destroy your ass. And they are militarily more advanced. Okay, and your country is full of men that don't want to fight.
Yep.
You have those Russians that want to fight. I had a dream about that. Okay, I was basically looking at both armies. I was like, it was a scene where I was amongst the American army, and they were unsure of themselves. They were scared. They were frightened. They didn't want to fight. And then there was another scene where I was within the Russian army, the Russian military, and they was ready for war, man. And they believed that they were going to win too. Like they didn't come into the war like, oh, we could lose. They believed that they were going to win. They actually feel that. It's the Most High put it in their spirit. Okay, because all Russia's not going to be destroyed. Now, there could be some things that fly off in Russia. Okay, but the land that's going to be destroyed, okay, it's going to be America. And that's prophetic. The whole land is going to be taken out. All right, and the main nation state that's going to do that is those Russians. With the Russian technology that they're going to be passing along to other nations. Because other nations, they might have a ballistic missile, okay, but they don't have the capability to shoot a missile from one side of the earth to the other. The Russians do. And they're supplying that technology. Okay, just like they did with the North Koreans. Okay? I think that's it on that. Is there more?
Yeah, that looks to be it.
Okay, go. Let's finish up in Isaiah
13.
Isaiah 13. Yep. And okay. You can just start right at the top.
Okay. Isaiah 13:1, it says, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see.
Yeah, this is a burden unto you, Babylon, America. And the people are just so, and that's a spirit too, because this is how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
The people are supposed to be in deep sleep. The people are supposed to not know what the hell is going on. Be in a spiritual comatose. Jake is supposed to be scoffing. We're closer to ever. Just on like a carnal geopolitical realm, we're closer than pretty much the Cuban Missile Crisis and war. But now that you have Esau controlling the algorithms on all these social media platforms, and he controls the legacy media, basically the mainstream media, he can socially engineer your perception. So he's not really showing you the severity of the matter, what's really happening. Because if he was showing you what's really happening, the people, their conversation would be completely different. Their sentiment would be completely different. They would be out there protesting against their government to change the laws, to back away from these provocations. Okay? To stop funding endless wars. But the people, the Most High doesn't want them to understand these things. Just like the Most High doesn't want those Russians to live in peace. Because y'all Edomites too. You wicked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Go ahead.
It says, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. Exalt the voice unto them. Shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles.
Yeah, and that banner is speaking about the Bible. So we're lifting up the Hebrew Israelites here in America, are lifting up that banner. And this is why they don't want, especially Great Millstone, to be on the news. Or if it is, they demonize us, is because we're prophesying against Babylon. And people will start to say, whoa, what's going on?
Yep.
Wait, hold on. They saying this is going to happen. Well, why is this happening? Because the people actually hear what we're saying, but they're not going to believe. The Most High has not given them the spirit of belief. They actually have to experience the prophecy. Okay, they have to actually go through the prophecy and become in unbelief. Oh, it's gonna go into in this chapter. We got to read down. They're going to be in unbelief that these things are actually happening, because the people believe that calmer heads are going to prevail somehow. Democracy or democratically, they're gonna work things out. These nations never fire missiles. Okay. The nations, America's never going to be destroyed. We wouldn't go that far. You even have certain people who say that the nuclear missiles that's fake news.
Mm-hmm.
They don't exist. That's fear tactics. Okay. No, these things are going to happen. But again, before all out war and missiles start flying here in America, which you're still going to have attacks here in America. Okay, you're going to have attacks. It could be a pocket nuke. A pocket nuke could go off. All right, and they could say it's a terrorist attack from a so-called rogue nation like they call Russia and China and Iran rogue nations, which America is actually the rogue nation. The reason why these nations are rogue now to America is because America does not have control over these nations like they used to. Okay? But go ahead.
Yep, it says, I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones from mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highest.
Yeah, those are the prophets and the angels. Okay, which they're the Israelites, basically, the sanctified ones. The Most High has sanctified his prophets to speak these words. Okay, he has put his words in our mouths, like he told Jeremiah. Okay, is not my word like fire? Okay, so the people are getting burnt. Because look, Russia, regardless of the people, regardless of how people feel about us, what we're saying is still correct.
That's right.
You still gonna get drawn into this war. Okay, and I was gonna say earlier, the MOTB is gonna come before that. Okay, so while everybody's looking at war, MOTB is down the hatch. Okay, go ahead.
That's
and the mighty ones are speaking about the angels that are rousing things up, like that missile that shot into Sevastopol. Okay, Crimea. Okay, the annexed territory that Russia annexed it some years back. The angels were on that missile to be fired off at a beach and then destroy children. And you know things get riled up when you take out children.
Yep.
That brings like a different spirit. Okay, go ahead.
The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people.
Right, as we were just reading in Ezekiel 38, the people. All right, those armies that are coming together with all the great people. That great people is actually speaking about the missiles. A noise of a great army. All right, because it's not going to be this, you line up your troops, I line up my troops. Oh, you know what? Get Isaiah 9. Is it Isaiah 5? Is it 5? What is that? It's escaping me. This shall be burned as how does it go? It's gonna be a different type of war.
Okay. Yeah, I can get it.
Which one is that? It's escaping my mind. It's Isaiah burning and fuel of fire.
Yep, I got you.
I think that's what
it's.
Isaiah 9 and 5. I wanted to say that.
Okay. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 9, verse 5. It says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood.
Right. Every battle. So before this type of war that we're in, with nuclear war, missiles flying off, every war was with, read it again.
For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood.
Yeah, you see that in these these period pieces, with the swords and staves and axes, so-called medieval warfare. Okay, heads getting chopped off, arms getting chopped off, people getting stabbed, sliced up. Go ahead.
But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
There go that burning, there go that fire. This shall be with burning and fuel of fire. Okay, so what Isaiah is seeing, he's basically seeing a new modern way of war, where you don't have to bring in a whole bunch of troops, have a huge military. A nation can shoot a missile from one nation, what they call it intercontinental ballistic. They can shoot it from one continent to another continent and wipe out tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people, man. Okay, this is the war that's getting ready to take place. Okay, and you have certain individuals that are very afraid of. And I was thinking about this earlier, man. The scoffing is going to stop when the judgment comes. All you scoffers, all you scorners, man, it's going to be so great. You can read probably the first chapter. It's going to be so great when your fear cometh as desolation. And that's how it's going to come, like a whirlwind. It's going to be. It's not going to be there, and then boom, it's going to be here. Okay, we can go back.
Yep, Isaiah 13 and 4. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of the nations gathered together.
We were just reading that the kingdoms of the nations gathered together. We were just reading in Ezekiel, the 38th chapter. All the precepts line up to this final battle. Okay, go ahead.
The Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai of hosts mustereth the host of the battle.
He's the Most High, Yahweh B'Shem Shai. He's conjuring up these things. He wants this battle. That's why you can't escape it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the Russians, they want peace. You ain't gonna have no peace. Okay? America, you're gonna receive your war. Okay? You wicked elite, you're gonna receive your war. But guess what? It's not gonna go according to your plan. You're gonna run and hide from Yahweh Shai. Okay? And the whole land's gonna be taken out. America. And you Edomites gonna run into your bunkers. You fucked up. All right, and then you're gonna get pulled out of there when New Jerusalem come down. Mm-hmm. But hundreds of millions of people are gonna die here in America. And you got tens of millions of people each year flooding into America. So the Most High wants a great sacrifice. This is why he allowed those borders to be open. All right, to add more fuel to the fire. Okay, as well as within that, you have our people that are part of the elect too. That's coming with with these caravans. Go ahead.
They come from a far country, from the end of heaven. Even the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land.
Yeah, because these are the Heavenly Father's weapons. These are not Esau's weapons. This is why a missile has not been shot off. Now, the Most High gave you a prelude to the power of these weapons with Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and those were low grade. They were atomic. Or what is it? Is it helium? The helium bomb? I forget exactly what bomb. But they were atomic. I think they were atomic. They weren't.
Yeah, I think it was an atom. Was it atom bomb?
Atomic. So it was atomic, if I'm not mistaken. Which is similar to, on a kind of the same scale, almost of nuclear, but nuclear is a different. It's a fucking different level. Well, it goes into that in Zechariah, how when you the flesh is going to burn, consume off of you as you stand on your feet. So you're gonna I can't even imagine. You see what I'm saying? Your eye sockets are gonna consume your spirit, because remember, your spirit is fire. So the Most High is going to have, so however he does it, we don't want to know. We don't want to be experienced, I should say. The Most High is going to keep your spirit in your body, man. And have you literally, your atoms, the nucleus, right? They call it when you go in science, nucleus, fucking fry you from the inside, man. Literally break down all the elements in your body. That's not.
Yeah, that's terrible.
When you go up to the top of the first verse, it says this is the burden of Babylon that Amos did see. He saw this. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Yep. Verse 6, it says, "Howl ye, for the day of the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty."
You should be howling. You Americans should be, especially you women. Okay, but what is the spirit of America? It's mirth. Now, if you go into Isaiah the 24th chapter, Isaiah also saw the mirth of Babylon gone. Okay, so there's a chronological order to things. Mm-hmm. There's a systematic order to things. One thing can't happen without the other. Just like nuclear war can't fully happen without the MOTV happening.
That's right.
Okay, without this economic collapse happen. Okay, to bring in this CBDC system, which is the precursor. Okay, or you can even say the base of this digital system, because it's all digital. Then it's going to be mandated to go under your skin or in your head. Okay. So one thing has to happen before another. All right, and we're showing you that these things are building up. Habakkuk the 2nd chapter. In the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, for it shall surely come and not tarry. So things have been escalating. Okay, and we're here to warn you, like it says in Ezekiel the 3rd chapter, the 17th verse. We're the watchmen. Okay, go ahead.
"Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt."
See? Because they're going to be like, what is going on? But it's too late now. Mm-hmm. Because you thought that this wouldn't happen. what proves that is when you go into Luke and Matthew, and I believe in Mark as well, where it talks about in the days of Noah. Okay, the Son of Man, the Son of Man, him coming, Yahweh Shai is going to be as in the days of Noah, as in the days of Lot. They shall be eating and drinking and giving in marriage. So they're not going to even. This is the last thing on their mind. Okay, but see, what's going to happen is going to be faint. You're going to faint. You're going to lose all strength in that day. When those missiles are, and you're going to hear them before you see them. Okay, and it's going to be as a tumultuous noise. Okay. What prophet said it was like chariots on top of mountains. I believe that was Joel. Okay, go ahead.
Yep. It says, and they shall be afraid, pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them.
Mm-hmm. They shall be afraid. Okay, fear is coming back in a whole different way. Oh, and guess what? When the missiles come, you also going to see the UFOs, the so-called UFOs, the chariots.
Mm-hmm.
The big, bro, can you imagine the chariot bigger than shit, bigger than the earth, who knows, comes into this dimension while nuclear missiles are coming to destroy you. And, oh, guess what? The chariots are also shooting fire.
Damn.
So you're done. You're completely done. You're fit. You lost all strength.
Mm-hmm.
All you can do is stand there in awe and then get burned up.
Yep.
That's all you can do. Okay, and that's what's going to happen. Go ahead.
They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth.
Yeah. Have you seen a woman? I've seen a couple women in labor. And that's some excruciating pain. A woman can't do nothing. If there was an emergency, the woman couldn't move. Okay, when that baby is coming out, that baby is coming out. There's nothing that she can do. Okay, until that baby has breached and has fully breached and came out. Okay, so that's pretty much these labor pains. Okay, we're in the basically in those labor pains, those contractions, if you will, and they come with more frequency and more intensity as the baby is getting ready to breach. Okay, and the baby being breached is America being destroyed and Yahweh Shai coming back. Because guess what? You Americans going to be destroyed and the elect is going to get beamed up. That's where the great deliverance is getting ready to take place, is here in America. Okay, go ahead.
They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames.
And this is the point I was thinking about. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flame. Because this is not on their mind. The American people, okay, war, okay, this. They've never experienced anything. Those Russians, they don't want to go to war. They actually experience attacks on their land. They've lost tens of millions of people in World War II, World War I. They are a war-like people. They're fighting wars right now. They're fighting with America, okay, and NATO, okay, through Ukraine. The whole collective West is against them. All right, so when that same energy comes to America, they're just gonna be on stuck mode, man. Okay, go ahead.
It says, behold, the day of the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it.
And hey, that's who America. Oh well, we're in June, right? It's June, right? America is pretty much the house of sin. Okay, America upholds sin. They actually dedicate a whole month to sin.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally dedicate a whole month to homosexual activities, and not only those activities, but also to be proud in those activities, and to flaunt it and to push it in schools. I mean, that's all, bro. Where Jake is at, which the Bay Area is one of the most liberal areas really in the world. Okay, the Bay Area, Oakland, San Francisco, in general, super liberal, so-called progressive, basically open to all these wicked demonic acts. All I see is the trans flag now, the gay flag, and now it's the trans flag on schools, on people flying it high. All you see is sodomites, trans. It's like a normal thing.
Mm-hmm.
So this place, as the scriptures say, how it's going to go out actually like Sodom and Gomorrah, because it's actually spiritual Sodom. And the word Sodom means burning, meaning burning in their lust, men on men working that which is unseemly. Okay, that's Romans the first chapter, which this also is Rome all over again, Rome 2.0. So everything lines up. It's undeniable. All you could do is buck up against it until prophecy meets you in your face. And how prophecy meets you in the face is you're in a concentration camp. Esau's pushing the MOTD, you gotta take it. And then ultimately, okay, that snake biting your ass. All right, if you make it that far, which is that fiery flying serpent, the nuclear missile. All right, go ahead, brother. Keep reading.
Yep. It says, "For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened and is going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine."
Yeah, so the Esau's knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, the sun, the moon, the stars. It talks about how the wise men of Babylon, how the Chaldeans, how none of the witchcraft. Isaiah the 47th chapter, stand now with thy enchantment. You can't enchant your way out of the nuclear missiles. And that's a title for a lesson.
Yeah.
You can't enchant your way. You can't enchant your way out of the nuclear missiles. Okay, no matter how much witchcraft, how much sorcery, okay, how much is lying to you can't enchant your way out of this one right here. America's going to be destroyed. You can push us off into a corner. What the scriptures tell us in Isaiah the 30th chapter was at 30 and 20, how the teacher shall not be backed into a corner anymore, but thy eyes shall see thy teachers. Okay, so the word is going to go out to you so-called Black, Hispanic, Native Americans, whether you like it, believe it or not, and that's going to be the turning point whether you are part of the elect or not. Okay, because you're gonna have a lot of Israelites that's going to be destroyed here in America, because niggas ain't trying to leave. Where's the nigga gonna go? All they know is America.
Yeah.
Okay, and all you foundational Black Americans, I just got a nigga right here, and he just got his ass out. Literally.
Damn. I
don't know if that's an Edomite or it's a homeless. This is crazy. Just ass crack, everything just showing. It's crazy. It's them drugs, man. But see, that's no functioning society can run like that. This is why it's degrading. Okay, it's falling apart because you have no morals. Okay, morals are based upon the laws of Yahweh Shem Shai. The morals of these other nations, which are not as bad here in America, the Edomites, okay, are even wicked. All right, but you Edomites here in America are just completely done. The scriptures tell you how Esau is viler than the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when you go into that word vile in the Edom, one of the definition is morally repugnant or without morals. Okay, go ahead.
Yep. It says, "And I will punish the world."
Read a little bit more.
Okay. Verse Isaiah 13 and 11. "And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible."
The Heavenly Father is going to do this. Okay. Go ahead.
"I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir."
Yeah, the elect man.
Mm-hmm.
The elect man that have this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and the know-how, the wisdom and knowledge and understanding to be stable in these times and to please the entity that's getting ready to do this. Okay, how can I get on the Heavenly Father Yahweh Shema Shai's good side? Well, the things that please Yahweh Shemashai were only given to the Israelites. The Most High is only giving the Israelites the ability to please Him. All right, these are the things that I like. The Lord hasn't dealt with any of these nations. Okay, this is why they fall short. And in most cases, they just completely blaspheme, like in Esau's case. Go ahead.
Therefore will I shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place. In the wrath of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger.
And because the earth is going to shake when those missiles are dropped. Okay? That great earthquake, Isaiah the 24th chapter goes into it. And it's a couple other places too. I believe also 2nd Ezra the 16th chapter goes into that. Go ahead.
And it shall be as the chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land.
Yeah, you're going to have these nations that's going to be leaving America. So they came to America to get, basically, get money, to prosper. And when they see that, hey, because you're going to have it where China's going to say, hey, look, Chinese citizens, you need to come back home. We are in war with America. Or whatever, Russian citizens. You got Russian citizens that live in America.
Yep.
Okay. They're going to say, oh, hell no, I'm out. You got Iranians that live in America. Even though they are enemies. So these nations are going to turn to their own land. Okay? They're going to turn to their own people. This is the reality of the matter. Go ahead.
Everyone that is found shall be thrust through.
Yeah, anybody that's here that has not escaped, you're going to be thrust through with those missiles.
That's right.
Okay? So if you didn't go back to your land, okay, or the nation's like, hey, man, fuck you. You stay in there. You left, you stay there. Okay, you're going to have no choice. Like, you have a lot of them Chinese nationals that come over here and, escape China or, escape these different countries to come to America to gain citizenship, to gain what is it? Amnesty. Is it amnesty, I believe? Okay. Hey, those nations are like, we don't want you. Our borders are closed. Now you're fucked. Okay, and then you got the border, the wall that Trump wanted to build, right? Well, that's to keep your ass in. Okay, go ahead.
And every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished.
So you already know what that is.
Yep.
Okay. Do we even have to explain that? But ultimately, the missiles is going to do this. They're going to dash your children, and they're going to spoil your wives. But that's actually your wives being spoiled during this time of war, when the total collapse, societal breakdown is going on. Okay? Hey. It's going to become a reality. It's going to become a reality. That's why when you read up, it said, I'll make a man more precious than fine gold. Because these women are going to be looking for that precious man. And these men ain't going to know what the hell is going on. Either you're going to be part of the Space Force, part of the military, or you just going to be through. Or you're going to be the elect. Okay, go ahead.
Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them.
See, when we were going to Ezekiel 38 chapter, that's the Medes. Okay, Gog from the land of Magog. Gog from Gog. Go ahead.
It says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them.
The Lord is stirring them up. He's mustering the host to the battle. He's the one that's actually orchestrating everything that's going on. Because you was like, why? What's going on? Why are they doing this? Like, don't they know that it's mutual assured destruction? Don't they know that everything, like, we will all die? But the Heavenly Father got it in their mind. The Lord, He controls the king's heart. Go ahead.
Yep. It says, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
You can't bribe them. All right, because you fucking with those Russians, man. And you're not stopping. Okay? So they will say, to hell, there's nothing that, if somebody came in and raped your woman and took your little daughter, raped her, killed your son, and, did some shit like that. And he's like, hey, okay, I'm sorry, here's $1 million. Oh, here's $1 billion. You wouldn't take that $1 billion. You want his blood. Okay? You want his blood, okay? So this is pretty much the Most High saying you're not going to pay me off. The Most High, he wants blood. The Lord's been waiting to destroy this place. The whole land, the Lord have seen everything, all the blood that has been spilt from the tribe of Gad, Reuben, Yashashkar, the tribe of Judah, okay, Benjamin, Levi, and then all the tribes coming up here, but as well as all the Central and South America, all the 10 tribes. Okay, so he's been waiting. All right, and this is the perfect time. This is the appointed time. Go ahead.
Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces.
Those are the missiles. All right, 'cause what does a bow do? A bow is basically a firing mechanism for an arrow, which is pretty much a arrow has a sharp edge or a sharp thrusting capability to, through proportion, cut you. Mm-hmm. It's like a flying knife. A flying sword. What is a sword? A killing instrument. Okay, so those bows, those S300s or whatever them niggas got now, them Russians got, the highest level technology, the Most High gave it to them. Okay, to perfect the weapons of his indignation. Well, he's created the smith that blow up the coals. Those are the scientists. Okay, the modern day weaponsmith. All right, to make these undetectable, you can't shoot them down missiles, man, or multiple warheads. And when they land on your ass, they gonna hurt. Go ahead.
And they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children.
They don't give a shit about. Well, did America in that attack, through their proxy Ukraine? Because they're the ones who programmed from what all the reports. The technology is so high with those attack of missiles, GPS. They got to go through. It's some high level technology that only the U.S. is trained to do. Was the U.S. they okayed that strike? Maybe they didn't push the button, but they okayed everything. That was their technology. Did they have mercy on those children that were playing at the beach? So the Russians are taking all these things in consideration. Like, these niggas don't have no mercy on us. Well, no mercy is going to be shown to you. Mm-hmm. Okay, and the scriptures say that. If you don't show mercy, no mercy is going to be shown to you. And not so many words. Go ahead.
That's right. It says, in Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
See? As when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. So how did Sodom and Gomorrah go out? I believe everybody knows about that. Mm-hmm. Sodom and Gomorrah, it was 5 cities in total. They went out by fire. And it was basically a nuclear fire. All right. But the Most High, he did it through the manipulation of the elements. He made the fire come down. And likewise, in these times, the Lord is going to make the fire come down, but he's going to use other nations to do it. All right, and he's going to be in that fire. Go ahead.
Yep. It says, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Mm-hmm. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there. It says, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. And wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant places. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged.
Her time is near to come, and her days should not be prolonged. This thing is a lot closer than our salvation. See, the destruction is closer than what we can believe, but our salvation is even closer, because this marks all these escalations going into World War III. Because it's really a couple of major prophecies that have to happen. You have to have the MOTB, okay, which is in the midst of that, Jacob's trouble, okay, and then you got the destruction and the salvation, which is going to happen simultaneously. Okay, so America is going to be made memorial. It's going to be a total desert, and only these wild animals is going to be here. Mm-hmm. All right, no, this place is not worthy. Excuse me, this place is not worthy for anybody else ever in all eternity to ever step foot here, man. Okay, and only it hasn't even been that long. Esau has not been in power that long, man. Okay, here in America. So this dude is completely wicked. For the Most High to take out Esau's civilization, his greatest civilization, to completely raise it to the ground, to completely destroy it, to where if you became 100 years later, you wouldn't find not one resemblance of this great kingdom, America. Okay? The Most High is going to completely destroy it, and he ain't going to allow nobody ever to step foot here in America. That's how wicked it's been. Mm-hmm. That's how wicked it is. So the Edomites, and it's crazy too, because after a portion of time, the Edomites are going to be done away with. Okay? Yet the history is going to be there, and you're going to have an actual memorial, okay, of the Edomite, the Most High destroying Edomites. So if anybody, what's the Edomite? Well, look at their kingdom. Look what the Most High did. Where is it? Exactly. This is how wicked they were. Okay, and Esau is begging for it. All right? That's right. Yeah, that's pretty much it on that, man. That's pretty much it on that. Unless you had anything else, brother?
Nah, that was all. That was all, brother. Well said.
I got a little, longer than, but it's all through the spirit. It's all through the spirit.
For sure.
So, hey, until next time, shalom to the elect.
Shalom to the elect.